Greetings our viewers, our customers, stakeholders and our staffs. My name is George Morodi, the Director, Mursons Realtors Limited. I want to welcome you to today's presentation. Mursons is a premier real estate company. We exist to handle the laborious process of buying land and selling land. Our vision is to be the champions of integrity in the land ownership. Our mission is to enrich every person's life that we touch, be it our employees, customers and our stakeholders. We promise that our process shall be smooth, transparent and timely. Why us? 1, we offer affordable rent. 2nd, we accept asset financing. 3rd, we offer flexible payment terms. You pay a deposit and the balance possible up to 10 months. 4th, we only sell land that we own and the land is in our name. And 5th, we deliver the title deeds within 60 days of completing the payments. Why would you invest in land as an alternative form of investment? 1, land is versatile and there are various options. 2nd, the land does not depreciate. 3rd, the land is a scarce resource. 4th, land has limited management issues. And 5th, land has no competition. 6th, land is cheap to maintain. And 7, you don't require any expert knowledge to invest in land. The other issue I want to take you through the steps of buying land in Kenya. First and foremost, identify the land you want to buy. Second item, identify the reason why you want to buy the land. Third, visit the land and satisfy yourself the land meets your needs. If satisfied with that, seek to meet the seller, seek to see the original title. With the original title, you conduct the search. The search should tell you whether the land has any encumbrances, whether it has any caveat, whether rents have been paid. And if you agree with that, you proceed and buy 2 maps. One map shall indicate, because it's called a mutation, which will indicate the exact measurements of the property. And the other map is the map that shows the land in relation to the other lands in the neighborhood. And you seek the service of a surveyor to verify that information. From then, you do an agreement through a lawyer, and of course with the lawyer, a conveyance lawyer, and the agreement to set out the various aspects of the terms of buy and sale, addressing the dispute resolution, mode of payment, and all items. From then, you book the services of the land control board, whereby which board gives you the land transfer consent, and if given the land consent, the land transfer consent, you pay the balance to the seller. And now we proceed with your consent with other documentation, that is a copy of your PIN, a copy of your ID, 2 passports, and the original title. You forward the same to the registrar of land, whereby the land registrar will of course ask this surveyor to validate the land, and where you pay the stamp duty. And if the land is an agricultural land, you're required to pay 2% of the value. If the land is a leasehold land, you're supposed to pay a 4% of the value. From then, you can pick your title as per when you've been advised to pick the title. Once you get the title in your name, it's good to do the second search to verify that all the details and information has been entered into the green card. Our inventory. We have properties in various counties. Mostly the counties that are recording the fastest growth. First is Laikipia, that is in Nanyuki. Second is Machakos County. We have property in Joska and in Matu. And third is Kilifi County, where we have a property in Watamu and Marindi. Other counties record fastest growth are Kisumu County, Nakuru County, and Turkana County, mostly because of the discovery of the oil. There's an airport building over there, resorts, and the lapset effect. First, I shall take you through why would one buy land in Nanyuki. I'll say what informed the speculation that land value in Nanyuki will appreciate. First and foremost is that Nanyuki is the face of Laikipia County. Nanyuki is the largest town in the Laikipia County, and most of the Laikipia population draws to Nanyuki for various services, and also earns Laikipia County a lot of foreign exchange, of course of the people visiting Nanyuki, Mount Kenya, and the rest. The Equator Line is a historical landmark that attracts a lot of population, and that brings a lot of population to Nanyuki, and most of these people now end up settling around Nanyuki because the climate and the weather is very good. The third item is the Rapset and the Isiolo International Airport. A Rapset project, which is the Rambu Port in South Sudan and Ethiopia corridor, is supposed to have a major junction at Isiolo town. From Isiolo, the project the railway, start gauge railway will proceed to Ethiopia, and the other corridor will proceed to South Sudan. Isiolo is meant to grow to be quite a large city, and expect that the population will outburst Nanyuki because the weather at Isiolo is a bit hostile and Nanyuki is more conducive, so much of the population may prefer to live in Nanyuki. The fourth item is the British Army Training Unit in Kenya, that is Batuk. It's estimated that at any one time there are over 10,000 British Army trainees, and of course there has been a rise in the property demand around Nanyuki because of some of them settling around the area. Of late, it's been said that Batuk acquired over 500 acres from the Kenya Defence Forces to enlarge their military camp. The fifth item why Nanyuki would grow is a tourist destination. As you know, Nanyuki, the presence of several conservancies, ranches, and as a base of Krabi Mount Kenya, attracts a lot of population, and it's expected that going forward, outburst the population, and then hence will lies in the real estate. 6. The tarmacking of the Nanyuki and Lumut Road. The effect of it that this will direct much of the population of the Laikipia County to Nanyuki Town, and this will lead to much of the population of Laikipia County and other counties around that living around Nanyuki. 7. The neighboring rich counties like Nyeri and Meru, and is expected that the urban town migration of the Nyerians and Merians as well outburst the population of Nanyuki, and hence the population grow in the future. The last but not the least, Nanyuki has been made a hotspot by various real estate companies that have been selling around there. Most of the companies have been selling land, are developing the gated communities, are developing hospitals, have been developing resorts and other things. So eventually, economically, the area is going to have a lot of activities, and expected that in the future, the area will experience a very fast growth. In Nanyuki, we have a project which we call the Batiani Gardens. It's a 50 by 100 plots that we are selling at 200. You can either pay in cash or you can pay us a 10% deposit and pay the balance in 10 months. Second item, we have a project in Matu, and we'll take you through the reason why you would invest in Matu. What informs the speculation that land value in Matu will appreciate? First, the proximity to Nairobi and the affordability of land, hence the rise in demand of the real estate. Second item, the access to other counties like Machakos, Kitui, Garissa, Embu, and Meru. The fact that Matu town is at midway to other counties is definitely a hub for settling for people, and therefore the intersection will bring about the outbursting of the population because of the demand of the real estate. The third item is the dualling of the Thika Garissa highway. That will mean the access to Matu gonna be easy, and therefore much of the population from Nairobi and Thika will migrate to settle in Matu. The fourth item is the cement factory in Matu. This will boost the construction and population growth. 5. Water and electricity. The presence of Masiga Dam in Matu, being the first of the 7 Forks dams, ensures availability of water and power. 6. Population growth has made Matu the second largest urban center. Number 7. The role of devolution and infrastructure. Several roads have been tarmacked and hence improve accessibility to Matu. Number 8. Matu has been made a hotspot by several or most real estate companies. This eventually will mean that going forward, the population that are buying over there, and after developments, the area is going to record a very fast growth. In Matu, we have 2 projects. We have one that we are calling Tumaini Phase 3, that we are selling at 200, 50 by 100. And we have Tumaini Phase 2, where we have plots that we are selling at cash 170 and installments at 200. You can pay via cash, or you can pay a deposit of 10% and pay the balance in 10 months. The third item will take you through Malindi County and why one would buy and invest in Malindi. First and foremost is that Malindi is experiencing a very fast growth. First and foremost because of the genuine titles and the quick transfers. Second item, the Malindi properties are ridiculously undervalued, and again the hotspot by all major real estate companies. Third item, the wildlife, Savon National Park and Arabuko Sokoke National Parks, they are around Malindi town, hence making it a beach town, but as well you can visit the bush life. The fourth items is the agricultural opportunities. The lands around Malindi have been described to be very rich and very good for farming, that is for pineapples and other farming. The other item is the 6 billion Malindi solar project that is in Malindi. This is expected to bring the element of housing and therefore the demand for real estate. The other item is proximity to the beach and the airport. Malindi International Airport is only like half a kilometer from Malindi town, and the beach life as well is only like half a kilometer to the beach. So that accessibility to the airport and how easy to move to Malindi and out makes the demand for properties around Malindi to shoot. Rust is the Rapset effect, the SGR to Mombasa, in addition to the 2 ports. The current port being built at Lamu gonna have the SGR from Ramu to Mombasa, and therefore gonna pass through Malindi. which is likely to raise the value of properties around Marindi. In Marindi, we have acres which we are selling at 200 per acre. You can either pay cash or can give us a deposit 10% and balance in 10 months. Our last project is a project in Watamu, which is still in Kilifi County, and we'll take you through what informs you that the land Watamu will grow in value with time. First and foremost, that we have land closer to the beach, which is only 2.5 kilometers from the beach. You can literally walk to the beach. The second item is proximity to the world-class restaurants, i.e. Jacaranda Beach Resort, the One Watamu Bay, and the Twiga Beach Resorts. These are resorts that are charging over 30,000 per night to spend in, and hence when you have a project 2.5 kilometers from such projects, it informs you that in the future gonna lies in value. The other item is that the properties are ridiculously undervalued, and most companies have made the areas a hotspot and they are selling in large droves. So the area is likely to experience a lot of rise in prices in the near future. The other item is the proximity to the Marine National Park and Reserve. Also the proximity to the beach. The upset effect as well going to have effect on the land appreciation, because the SGR going to pass through Malindi or Watamu from Ramu. We have a property in Watamu where we have 8 plots that we are selling at 395 in cash. You can either pay 10% and pay the balance in 10 months. Over here, you can do your holiday homes, you can do Airbnb and other businesses around here. We are asking to be referred to Kenyans in the diaspora, circle of issues, and groups or shamas. Thank you for watching and most welcome and supporting us. Thank you.